Hello. In many occasions, students may think that theory is not worth, that nothing can be learned from the theory behind control systems and Internet of Things and things like that, and that everything can be done, let's say, by trial and error and without studying any theoretical concept. Sometimes it is true, but sometimes, like in this case, that I would like to show you this example in which if you do know a little bit about theory, uh, you can solve some problems in a more effective way. So in this case, I would like to show you this example of a ball and beam system, which is a classical example in control systems. As you can see, there is a ball that is rolling in this plane that is having this angle alpha, okay? And we can uh, by connecting a motor in this to this arm, you can see in this arm here, by connecting a motor, we can change this angle alpha. Okay? And then uh, by changing alpha, or which is the same also that changing this angle here, theta, we can control the position of this ball in in the beam. Okay, in this in this direction that we can measure here. For example, you can see that is given the this distance here is r, hmm, small r. Okay, so to explain you very in a very short way, because maybe I can record a different video to explain all this. Here you can see that the transfer function I will assume in a very simple model. In this case, is just k upon s squared. S is the Laplace variable. And how can we obtain this k? Okay, so I will do some by using the a real case. Okay, I will just uh, uh, I will just take this equation here. I will measure from a uh, from a moment in which the ball is rolling without initial speed, and then I will measure how much time it takes for the ball to roll. Then from this, I can uh, uh, you see, if I take the length, which is 40 centimeters, and it takes 4 seconds for this ball to go through all this length, then this k, this constant is almost 5 centimeter per square second, square second. Okay, so by if you know this gain, the gain of this system, you can immediately try to understand this control system here and design a controller uh, for this system. So what I have done in this case is you can see that I have my Coresys PLC which is running here and the Arduino Uno that is connected to the PLC. Then I have a servo motor and I have the ball and beam system and the ultrasonic sensor that is giving me the position of this ball there. So this control system is the PLC. In the PLC, I am running a proportional derivative controller, PD type of controller. Okay. because to stabilize the um, this double integrator that you can see in the in my model, I need to introduce this derivative action in my control system. Okay, so this is where this I can explain in a different video, and the sampling time for this control system here is 10 milliseconds, and I'm thinking here there and the connection between Codesys and Arduino I am doing through Modbus RTU, and I have shown how to do this in previous videos. Okay, so just to show you how it looks here in Codesys. So in the main program, what I am doing is just I am doing some signal processing, doing some average of the values that are coming from the ultrasonic sensor because sometimes it's very noisy. Then here in the program, what I have is I have two filters. One filter for, as I am telling you, for the signal that I am measuring, for the signal that I am receiving. And another filter is for to the output to the system. This is to let's say to smooth these two signals so that my servo motor works better. And I am just having this PID block, but in this case I am not using the integral action. So this is why you can see that I have disabled this um, integral action in this block, and I am using a proportional gain of 0.2, and the derivative time is 10. Okay, so this these two values I can explain you how to obtain this based on the root locus that uh, we can consider for this system. Okay, based on the model that I showed you, that is a double integration, and this is how I just obtain um, these two values. So now I will show you the practical behavior of this ball and beam system